we're gonna have to figure out something new about live streaming. So okay.
I know, man.
Now
I say that all the time. We got to figure out something new about this.
I'm floored that, okay, all the people right now who think that the internet has replaced ham radio because the internet's everywhere and is flawless. Guess what? Not true.
That's right. So you're
because
saying
we
next
can't
stream, fast scan television.
so because we can't get live. I have a Verizon hotspot here, with unlimited data on it that has worked flawlessly at 3 different streams in Texas and 3 different areas of Texas for streaming. Multiple streams at different areas, but golly, holy crap. Okay, so I'm recording to disk now, and we're going to do this show off the air, and then I'm going to probably just kind of upload it. I'm just going to upload it raw, because that's what a live stream is anyway. So let me do this.
That's a novel concept.
Yeah.
I've never thought about doing that. Seriously, I've never.
Yeah,
really thought
yeah.
about it.
I've done
I'm
it a
like,
couple.
why don't I just do that?
I've done it a couple times.
After the fact, take this to the chat off.
Exactly.
Like the old days of podcasting?
Yeah, like before, like video.
Like
video.
videos we used to make on YouTube.
Yeah, back when video editing used to cost a lot of money and was hard to do.
We had a tape editor. You ever had a tape editor?
Right. Yeah. All right. So once again, because the live stream didn't catch it, the beer of the day is the Mad Tree Brewing out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Rubus Cacao Stout. It's got Rubus cacao nibs and raspberries.
Not even on.
And
So-
check out these awesome mugs.
Yeah,
Jason's
and the
gonna
mug.
give us complimentary.
These are great.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ham
is
radio.
this a take-home commemorative glass?
It is for you, Josh.
Thank you.
So everybody, welcome Josh from KI6NAZ, Ham
Radio
Radio
Crash Course,
Ham
but-
Radio Crash Course.
This is
I was gonna say
delicious.
it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you bet. Yeah, it is very good, isn't it?
I'm very impressed. I'm not really. I was mentioning before we got started. I'm not really a stout with a fruity flavor added to it, but this is just like a hint of it without being sweet.
Right.
which
Yes.
is-
That's
I don't want sweet.
right. I don't want.
particularly in a
Yeah.
stout.
Right. No, not in a stout. And that's why you were talking about the barrel aged.
Yep.
I've noticed that a lot of the stuff in barrel that's barrel aged that I've had lately is really sweet. It's like a
Recently,
it's
yes,
like
it's starting to turn that
yeah.
way.
It's like either a red wine sweet or like a whiskey sweet.
But then they all have that syrupy mouth caking kind of action too.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
losing my love for
That-
barrel aged.
Yeah, and that's just not for me. I'm just I don't know. I the concept, the idea of barrel aged is
I still like
better
it,
than
but
what.
I give you the sweetness.
Yeah.
But I haven't gone out and seeked it out in a while, so
Okay.
it'll still be new and novel to me.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
there's always fads in beer. I
Right.
feel like the IPA fad is like at peak
Thank you. Thank God.
apex,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's gonna
yeah.
start declining.
I
When I
hope.
go
Not
into
at
all.
a place that sells craft beer and all they have is various kinds of IPAs,
Oh, yeah.
you know that it's like we're topping out.
Right.
But I also feel
right.
like we might be getting there with the barrel aged stouts because I think stouts not
It's
really
possible.
a crowd favorite. It's
Yeah.
more of a smaller niche beer.
Yes. Well, no,
Yeah.
you're totally right about
Yeah.
that. I like I laugh at is a better way to say it. The breweries where I go in there in July and they've got 6 or 7 IPAs and maybe a Goza and maybe a Hefeweizen and maybe a brown ale. No stouts and porters. Maybe
Yeah.
a brown ale. And then they say, well, it's too cold or it's too hot outside
Right.
for stouts. I was
Right.
like, okay, so I'm going to come back here December 15th when it's 25 degrees outside,
Right.
and you're going to have 7
It's
stouts
gonna-
on the
yeah,
wall,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
Well, no, we might have one.
Well, yeah, it'll be a holiday stout. It'll be full of cinnamon and nutmeg.
Right.
And you'll love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to my
Yeah.
wife. Thank you for letting me come to Hamvention this year.
Hey, there you go.
She's a big fan of porters and stouts, and so we always
Awesome.
have that problem.
That
or,
is-
or
yeah.
reds, right? But even a good red
Even
is
a good-
hard to come
yes,
by.
that's
like
true.
A Flemish,
Is that a
proper
potato
Flemish
gun
red.
she's carrying? Watch out.
Is it really?
It's an
Potato
antenna
gun?
launcher, I'm sure.
Oh, antenna launcher. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Nice. That's awesome. So, okay, guys. Hey, sorry the live stream didn't work. We're going to record this just raw and just upload it here in a minute. My Verizon hotspot kind of flagged out on me, or however you want to say that, with,
Flatlined.
Flatlined. There's you go. I didn't want to say it with YouTube etiquette. My last 2 live streams have gotten flagged by YouTube as inappropriate content. And
What are
so
you guys doing on your streams that's different than mine? You drink beer? I drink beer. We're talking about radio.
We don't.
Well,
It's
this
your
is the first
chat room. Are
time.
you
We don't-
working the admin button?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
on the admin button with the chat?
I'm watching it, but so far I haven't used it yet.
So-
Everyone's been nice.
Okay, we may have to talk after,
yeah.
but I have like 3 admins in the chat room.
I have. Well, Frank's my only admin right
no,
now.
I know, but
yeah.
I mean, they're like Johnny on the spot.
Oh, really?
and Get rid of stuff.
Oh, really?
They'll put people on temp mutes and
Okay,
and, yeah,
okay,
so
okay.
I
Well,
don't know.
that's-
Maybe
yeah.
that YouTube.
I haven't had that trouble on live streaming yet.
Yeah.
I have had that trouble. Sometimes people just come into the comments of my regular videos and they'll just Now, constructive criticism, I don't mind. I don't mind say, hey, man, I really don't like this, and this that you did. And
Yeah.
if they're cool about it,
Yeah.
that's, everybody
course.
has an opinion. But if someone says, oh, well, you're just doing this and you're just cheap and you're just, I'm like, delete. I don't even get engaged. I don't feed the trolls.
And with respect, I understand people. There is no context in comments, right? It's hard to know what the person's really
That's
saying.
true also. Yeah, you
Like-
can't tell someone's tone.
Yeah, but there's some comments that come in that they're just like, it's almost like they want to hear themselves type.
I've never thought of it that way.
And it's like they're just tight. They're trying to find anything that they don't like just to put it out there.
Right, yeah.
And these are largely people
Yeah.
I've never talked to before.
No.
And so it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, thank you for the comment. I'll try to pull a nugget out of
Yeah,
there. But a lot
right.
of times, like, man, all right.
Yeah, it's like, well, I don't know. I mean, that's okay. so what's the? So I don't. Let me see. I put up a video this morning. That was a very short and quick look. I lost my mouse. There it is. A very short and quick look at the new Yaesu FT3D handheld.
Yes.
I got to hold it, and I went through the menus, and I recorded everything, and I went through the menus and,
Yes.
and whatnot. So that's on my channel now. It's like 5 minutes long, but they said that it would release this summer, midsummer. They're saying, and then I got a 10-minute talk with the guy from Elecraft about the K4 yesterday. I haven't posted that
We
yet.
saw that. Eric and
Oh
I
yeah,
saw
yeah,
that.
that's right. You guys were there.
I've got
So,
video on that. Can I move this? Is it all right if I adjust this a little bit?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
better?
Well, it's a
It's
side
a
mic.
side mic.
It's a side mic.
That's why it was mounted.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that, am I still coming in okay, or
I
am I
think it
too
was
quiet?
that way.
Like that. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
That I'm gonna get another Heil. I've got
Okay.
2 Heils, but I don't have a third one. So
I just want to make sure I'm not too quiet. I keep choking up on it.
choking up on it sounds better.
It does.
Yeah,
I figured.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so I'm leaning into it. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
No,
might
that
be
sounds a
one
lot
of the
better.
comments they get your video banned.
Hey, audio is
Yeah.
the most important thing on YouTube. It's
Oh,
a video
it is.
format, but
It
audio
is.
is the
It
most
is.
important thing.
It
So these are all
absolute-
great mics. I'm sure I sound
Yeah.
great, but I just want to make sure I'm doing it right.
Oh yeah. No, you sound great once you choke up on it. But I want another front profile mic like the 2 Heils
Yeah.
I've got. So I just haven't got there yet. I may go see if RNL has them. I know RNL is a big Heil dealer. So
Oh,
we'll
I
talk
got to
about
go
that.
talk to Bob. I haven't met him yet.
I met him the first time yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, the FT3D
Yeah. Sorry about
is
changing the
cool.
subject
No,
matter.
it's okay. The Elecraft K4, which I'll be posting later. Probably I may try to post that tonight. We'll see. And the new Yaesu FT101D, which was under glass at Hamvention last year.
Did you see the MP is out?
I did. Yeah.
They have the MP out here.
They have it here.
Yeah.
The dealers don't have it yet.
No, that's what I mean. They
Okay,
have it
yeah,
here.
yeah,
So
they
you
have
can-
it here.
The only difference is it's 200 watts.
Yeah, that's the only
and
difference,
Oh
yeah.
no, actually I take that back. It has a boatload of filtering in it. So
It comes with filters.
yes, that's why
Oh.
it's so much more expensive. So that's why it goes
Okay.
from like 4,000 to 6,000.
Oh.
I was like, why would you pay
$2,000
for
an
a
extra-
200 watt
for an extra-
an extra
Yeah.
an extra 100 watt?
Yeah.
The reason is it's full of filtering.
Okay.
So it's
Sideband NCW.
I believe so.
Okay.
Nice.
Don't quote me on any of this, but when I did my video, I was like, I asked the same question. I'm like, why would anybody pay this much for just 100 more watts? And like,
Right.
well, it's got the power supply included, and then external, and then they filled that space with, I guess, filtering.
Okay.
So
okay.
that's good.
Yes.
We want that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, we want that, and that's one of the things about. That's one of the things about Flex. They come with all the filters. You don't have to add additional hardware filters to them. Now, most of those are software filters.
Yeah.
But you don't have to add. In theory, you don't have to add the hardware filters to them. So, some people agree with that. Some people disagree with that. I did attend the Flex dinner on Thursday night, the Flex banquet. And Joe Taylor stood up and talked to us for about half an hour.
Really?
So that was interesting. I never heard him speak before.
Yeah.
He talked a lot about. He didn't really touch on JT65 or 9. He talked a lot about FT8, and he brought up FT4.
FT4. Have you heard it?
I have
you
not.
used it?
I have not.
It is.
I've never even used FT8.
Oh, what? Hold on, I
I'm
gotta
not.
go. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not a real ham radio operator because I don't get on HF.
You know, that's funny that
enough.
the world's starting to go that way.
Yeah.
80% of contacts is on FT8 right now.
I
right?
know. Yeah.
FT4 is all of FT8, but on crack.
But quicker. Yes.
It's so much
yeah.
faster.
Yeah. It's like
intense.
It's like feed FT8 a couple of cups of espresso in the morning and let it go. Yeah.
And it is. You got to be. So you haven't used it. Have you used it?
No.
So
it's on my radar.
Yeah.
As soon as I get an HF station, I will be looking at it pretty heavily.
Yeah. So it's not difficult to use WSJTX to do FT8, but one of the things you do is you try to be Johnny on the spot to click on a station that's calling CQ.
Yeah.
And it happens so fast now with FT4 that you have to be really on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
okay.
now I understand that they're trying to make something that it will try and pick local stations that you have a high probability of completing a contact with.
Okay.
So they'll favor those.
Yeah.
But that's not working yet, or at least as of a week ago when I last tried it.
Okay. Okay. So what are you using to interface with it?
So the 7300 has an internal sound card.
Yes.
So you go straight USB into the computer, and it goes
FL Digi?
No, WSJTX.
WSJT. Okay.
And that runs all the modes. So
okay. So they keep it up to. I mean, because a month.
You keep it very updated.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah,
because a couple of months ago FT4 didn't exist, so I'm always like, okay, who's going to be the first software to actually support this?
Well, yeah. So Joe Taylor creates the updates for WSJTX.
I did not know that.
Yeah. And it's a team of 3 people really. It's not just him.
Okay.
But they keep that updated. They release betas, and they're time-based betas. So at a certain date, they stop working. You can't use it, and you have to switch over to the new mode.
Ah,
interesting.
Okay.
Or not new mode, new version, because they're making little tweaks in there.
Right.
You don't want some guy out there on the band blowing everybody out with this, the old version of it.
Right. Yeah. In fact, he said that they were going to stop this next beta. They were going to stop it like a week before field day. They were going to kill it before field day, so you can't use it on field day.
So something must be going on with that, because it was specifically designed for contesting. And I know
I'm talking about
not a contest.
Yeah,
but,
I'm talking about FT4.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
but I mean, that's what it's designed for.
Yes, but I think that. Well, it took him a while to allow FT8 at field day and contests.
So the first foray into that area was the RTTY Roundup.
Yes,
the RTTY Roundup, they let FT8 in.
Right.
And the exchange for that is when you complete the contact, you have to type in the call sign. Just like you do for RTTY or whatever.
Yes,
you have to type that into your logger. And, and the logger's built into WSJTX, but you have to actually go in there, human being type it in, right? It's not automated.
You can't automate it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I thought that scratched all the itches, if you will, for a contest.
That maybe
I competed, or not compete. I didn't compete. I played in the RTTY Roundup from a park, and the cops got called.
We had a field day that ended, that ended, but the cops did show up.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night.
And
oh yeah, because we did field day in a park in the city close to us, and the fire department who sponsors us was supposed to tell the cops that we were there all night long.
Wonderful.
And apparently someone didn't get told.
Good.
So the cops show up and they're like, "We're with the radio club for the city. Talk to that guy."
Yeah. So once they realized you were not at all a threat, once they quit, it was more a curiosity. They
They didn't come in guns blazing.
How fast did they want to get away from these nerds?
Oh, they left pretty quick.
Yeah.
They didn't hang around.
When the cop got called to me, he already had like one leg turned to walk away. He just needed to hear me say, "Oh, I'm an FC licensed amateur radio operator. I'm a part of a CERT." And he was like, "Okay, thank you, bye." He was gone.
He was gone. Wow. No, my understanding was that since FT4 is still in beta and is not a real mode yet, that they were gonna turn it off so that people couldn't use it because
the new version's out. The stable release.
Right,
or the alpha,
exactly,
or whatever.
Exactly. So that was my
okay,
so
now
because
I'm following you, that makes sense.
Yeah. That if I understood that correctly, that's what he said. But
yeah.
Regardless, that was a very interesting dinner. They talked about Joe Taylor talked for a half hour or so, and then they got up and they talked about kind of like where Flex Radio was going. I suspect they didn't tell me anything about this. Okay, this is my speculation. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag.
Here we go.
Okay, but you heard the Elecraft guy say yesterday.
Oh no! So I couldn't hear you talking to them.
Okay.
I was just standing next to Eric, and we were. Anyway,
they were making faces at me, is what they were doing.
Consummate professional, by the way. You never broke eye contact and looked at us, giving you anything. It was very, very well done.
So here's a picture of Eric, me, you, Josh, and
W8 MRD.
Yeah, MRD. Gosh, I just blanked on his now. I know what his name is.
He was just here.
Yeah, I know. He was just blanked on
Sorry.
his name. I want to call him Randy, but I know that's not right. It's not Randy. Anyway, that's us yesterday, all drinking Yingling and having a good time at Hamvention, where they
That
actually
looks
sell
like a
beer
good,
here.
Good picture. I wonder who took that.
I think it was this guy. No,
Random guy walks by.
random dude.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, okay. So the new Elecraft K4, he kept calling it a K3 in the video. It's going to be hilarious when I post it.
Yes.
He said, this on the K3. I said K4. He goes, oh yeah, I did it again. He did like 3 times.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I'm like, dude, I'd be doing the same thing. Anyway, it's got 4 antenna ports in the back.
Yes.
Okay.
4 antenna ports and 2 receiving antenna ports.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 3 of them are HF. 1 of them is VHF UHF for a K4 VHF UHF matching transceiver they're going to release in a year or 2. So it's going to be similar to the IC-7300, IC-9700, that type of setup.
But probably not a separate whole cabinet.
The way he didn't elaborate, but that was my understanding. It was a separate whole cabinet.
Oh, okay, all right. Interesting.
Something.
So I got a lot of Icom vibes when I was looking at that K4.
You know, the first vibe I got was actually, well, maybe it's because I had just looked at it, was the FT101, FTDX 101.
Really?
Because of the screen, just because I had just interviewed Yaesu and I walked over to Elecraft, so I'm like, that screen looks, oh yeah, okay.
Go in your mind, go look at the 7610, and then go look at the K4.
Okay.
And
yeah.
I was joking around with this, like the 7610's like the high society, it's all smooth
Yes.
and polished, and
Yeah.
the K4's got like a ruggedized,
It does.
kind of military look.
Yeah,
to it almost. It's
yeah.
like a cool screen.
Beautiful screen.
Yeah,
beautiful.
great screen. But that's what I started to feel from that. I don't know, and I'm sure they're much different inside.
Oh yeah. I'm sure they're much different.
The one thing I
inside,
found
so.
interesting, it runs on Linux and
Oh.
Mac software for
Really?
controlling it.
He was running VirtualBox on a Microsoft Surface Windows 10 tablet. He was
Right.
running VirtualBox, running Linux in the VirtualBox,
So they
and that's how he had the app for the controller, the remote control app.
So
running.
that's great news for Mac users.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're working on the Windows port.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the
Mac,
software.
that's an easy port over that.
Yes.
So that's
yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
Mac users.
Yeah. There
Finally,
you
a
go.
little love
Yeah.
from Elecraft.
Yeah. Well, and
That's
Mac
your one.
users, I don't know if they just don't keep up with it, because somebody was asking, because I put up those Flex Radio videos a couple of months ago, and someone says, when are they going to make a Mac client? I'm like, dude, they have a Mac client like right now. You
Yeah.
can get it on your iPad. Not
Yeah.
only in iOS, you can get it on your iPad or your Mac OS, but your iPad.
Sometimes people look for reasons why they can't spend that amount of money.
Right. Well, there you go.
Well, if you're buying Apple
So-
products, you got money to spend.
Well, that's a good point too.
Well, yes. Very, very true. Very true. So, yeah. Okay. So the FT101DX,
Did we
which
finish the FT3?
I just mentioned it.
You went hands-on with it,
I
right?
did go hands-on with it.
So, of the new features, do you have an FT2DR right now?
I do not.
Okay.
I have an FT1DR and I have an FT70.
Oh, okay.
So I've got
Okay.
everything except the FT2DR, basically.
So you might be in a situation where you can kind of maybe justify
Yeah.
that price.
Yeah.
I have an FT2DR, and the only thing I really get out of it is the screen and the
Yeah.
Bluetooth.
Yes.
Now, the cam feature, which is that, monitor 5 stations at any one time.
Yes.
Pretty cool
Yes.
for the MCOM folks.
Yes.
I talked to John yesterday. John Crook, right? I think that's
Yeah,
how you pronounce his last
he's
name.
the guy. He's the guy who did the 101 video for me that I haven't posted yet. I'll be
Right.
posting later.
And he has he's basically saying that they're trying to maintain their MCOM level of capability with the FT3. That's their desire. So I like that they're not changing accessories.
Yes.
Batteries are the same.
Yes.
Charge port's the same. I think that's a smart move.
Mhm. Oh,
Um,
definitely.
Yeah. So
I
I don't know where you're at on it. I don't know that I can upgrade.
I'm not as versed in the Yaesu Fusion line as you are.
Okay.
Okay. But what he told me was he said the FT3 is the marriage of the FT2 and the FT70. So apparently the FT70, since it's newer, has some kind of features that even though it has a tiny ass screen, I shouldn't say that on YouTube Live. Even though it has a little itty bitty screen, it has some kind of menu features or back-end features that the FT2 doesn't have?
So everything that screams FT70 to me is the PTT button is now angled. It takes the PTT side
Right.
straight from the FT70, and
Yes.
they put it on the FT3.
Yes.
Also, the front grille where the speaker is, that's FT70.
Yes, absolutely.
But it's my understanding that nothing other than that, the menu system is all
Well, maybe
FT2DR.
maybe that's he said it was the marriage between the two, and I just kind of thought that maybe there's some updated features inside of the FT70 that the FT2 doesn't have. Because again, I'm not as well versed in the Yaesu Fusion line.
Yeah, it seems like the natural progression to what you would want to do with an FT2.
Okay.
The FT70 has a PTT kind of thing on it that you can operate with gloves, right? So going back to the MCOM thing, that's why the FT2 is designed that way, so that it can be operated in cold weather with gloves, whatever. So they're trying to keep that whole thing going.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
cool.
novel, because
It's a good idea.
The FT2DR is in there, so you can go squeeze the PTT.
Well,
on
I
it.
actually got
try them out. They are different.
Okay, I actually got a shot during that video of the FT3 in the middle and the 70 on the left and the 2 on the right, because I wanted to compare, because the screen on the FT3 is smaller.
It is smaller.
It's smaller, but it's higher res and it's color.
So I have an FT2DR.
Yes.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
The chamfering of the edge from the plastic case that rounds out to go to the screen is deeper on the FT3. So when
it really?
Yeah, when you slide your finger in, because something you'll do occasionally on the FT2, lower right-hand corner is a mode button.
Yes.
So you can change between your digital modes.
Right.
I think I got that right. You can change between FM, DN.
You probably do FM, DN, and VW.
It's something. It's either band or no, it's not band. Yeah, it's anyway.
Okay.
So that button you use occasionally, and it's easier to hit it on the FT2. I know this is totally weird. Little thing to geek out on, but, the FT3, it's deeper, and you got to go like right off the edge to hit it. And I spent more time trying to hit that than on the FT2.
So did they do that because it's too easy to hit by mistake on the FT2?
It's possible. I have a feeling it's more based off of them reducing the size of the case.
Okay.
I think the width of the case is the same. I just think that they to pack it all in, they needed to work the edges differently.
I just never picked up an FT2 because when they came out, they were like, were they $599 or $699?
Yeah, they were like $599.
Yeah.
And now they're what, like $300?
Something like that. Yeah.
That's more doable.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said in my video. It's like, at $500 I wasn't a buyer, but at $300, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I'll probably pick up, since I don't have, I'll probably sell my 70. I've still got an FT1 from and quite frankly, I like the FT1 better than the 70. I found it cumbersome to do a repeater queue, to do a repeater pulse and say, hey, repeater, which wires X room are you in?
Right.
I found it a little bit more cumbersome on the FT70 than it was on the original models. Maybe you might disagree with that, and that's okay.
I forgot one feature that is another MCOM kind of thing.
Okay.
Is the recording.
Yes.
So it will record the transmit and the receive.
Oh, both of them.
Both.
Okay.
So I was getting my media pass, and I was talking to the club, because the club runs it, right?
Uh-huh.
And they run nets and they run MCOM drills and all that stuff. And they were saying, oh, the recording feature is actually a really handy thing, because then we don't have to worry so much about call signs and all that other stuff. We can just, record it. We can do that after.
Yes.
Recording's great for satellite guys too, because they can just record live on the radio.
Yes.
And easy.
Yeah. Okay.
For call signs later.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's why if you ever do a satellite QSO, they're really, really fast.
Yes.
Because they're not writing down the contact's they're just recording it. And they play the contact back later.
That makes sense.
And that's when they get the call signs.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It's too fast to do it that way. Otherwise.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, it does. It makes a lot of sense, actually. Okay. Well, good. So, yeah. So they said midsummer. I think he told me, we asked him what the retail price was, and he says, we don't know yet. He said
$520.
He said that was MSRP. He told me that MSRP was $520. He goes, but there's no way it'll sell for that. That's what he said.
So they're going to sell for more.
Yeah, which means it'll sell for $599. So I don't know.
See,
he's like,
doesn't MSRP stand for manufacturer suggested
retail price? Yeah.
So
yes,
if you can't make a profit on that, then that's probably not the MSRP.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised to see it come out at like $499.
Oh, you're going less.
Usually retail price is less than MSRP. Now, granted, on a brand new radio,
maybe on a car.
Yeah. On a brand new radio, maybe not. You know, but like you said, the 2D was $599 and now it's like $300.
Yeah.
So the IC-7300 when it came out 2 years ago at Dayton, the first year that Hamvention was at Xenia is when the IC-7300 came out. They were $14.99, and Icom went to all the vendors, because I know this because MTC told me. Icom went to all the vendors and they said, please don't discount it. $14.99, that's it. And all the vendors said, okay, that's fine. DX Engineering, HRO, MTC, whoever else was carrying it.
Yeah, Gigaparts.
They sold out. Like, I think like Saturday afternoon, nobody had any more.
Yeah,
They were gone. So I'm like, and now you can get that rate. In fact, I think somebody posted in your chat last night that they saw a IC-7300 this weekend for $899, brand new.
Oh yeah, that was my day zero. Yeah, so Gigaparts, HRO, they're all $899 right now, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm just like, man, I don't need that radio, but it's so awesome. It's so
It's
awesome.
very easy. I was having this discussion with a new ham, actually.
Yeah.
They got their technician and their general today.
Oh, cool.
And
awesome.
I'm like, are you looking at a radio? And they're like, yeah, I'm looking at a 7300. I'm like, yeah, buddy. But so it's very easy to use.
Yes.
And that's why I like it.
Absolutely.
It's not the best radio. It doesn't have the best receiver or anything on that.
No, but for the price point, my gosh.
It's hard to beat
It's
it.
hard
It's
to
hard
beat.
to beat it.
Yeah. It's really hard to beat it for the price point. And I like to tease Ray Novak just because that's how I am. But realistically, if I had to choose one of the big four, I would choose. I like Icom better than Kenwood or Yaesu. That's just my personal preference.
Yeah, I mean, it always gets compared to the 991, and people end up going with the 991 because they want the VHF UHF option.
Well, that's a good. Yeah, I do not like the 911. I don't like that radio.
I don't like the screen.
I don't like the screen. I don't like the way it sounds. I don't like the receiver. That's just my personal preference. I'd love to review one.
Would you say it's not for me?
It's not for me. It's not for me. Like the ID51A is not for Josh. but Josh likes the ID7300 Ray, so please don't blacklist my channel.
I am
that.
brand agnostic. I don't view brands.
I am too.
I don't see it as like, no, this is my brand.
Yeah.
I look at it as, hey, show me what you got, and I'll try them.
This is not Ham Nation.
Whoa! Shots fired! Shots fired!
I think I saw them set up.
You have to you got to look at the products for what they are.
Yes.
And if you can, you got to try them. That's why I always.
Oh, absolutely.
That's why I support the brick and mortar ham radio stores.
Yeah.
You got to go in and
you
try
got to go in and
out.
try
Otherwise,
them
you're
out.
gonna be shipping radios back to return them and all. It's not worth it.
Right. Right. Yeah. No, the 7300 is great. I loved it. I bought one when it was new. I got a dealer's price on it from Richard at MTC because he's a good friend of mine, and I did a review on it, but I did have to buy it, so I had that money tied up in it, so I ended up selling it because I needed my money back to invest in other things. I wish I would have kept it, but now I can buy it cheaper retail than what the dealers were getting it for 3 years ago. So.
Have you hit up the flea market yet?
No.
I've looked at the flea market.
I mean, there might be a 7300 out there. I don't know.
Well,
I didn't see one, but I'd say I've gone through 70% of it or so.
The last 2 or 3 Hamfests I've been to where they had a flea market with a 7300 in it, it was basically about $925, and you get a brand new one after rebate from Icom for $950, $975.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, not so much.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a good point.
Yeah. So unless someone's got one for about $700.
Oh, that's real. That's a real deep discount.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, but brand new they're $900 right now.
Right.
So
that's
like
true.
I'm talking this weekend. This weekend at Hamvention, they're $8.99 from Gigaparts and probably HRO, I guess. So if you've got a used one you're trying to sell for like $9.25, it's just not going to happen. I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
that makes sense.
so,
That makes just good business.
Yeah. So anyway, my opinion. But yeah, that's 7300 is a great radio. I think we started on that with the. I don't know how we got on that tangent, but.
All things go back to the 7300 is what you're saying?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, how did we get there?
I don't know.
We were talking about go down that rabbit
we were
hole.
talking about the FT3, but
I've been asking. I'm bumping into people. They're coming up and saying hi, and
Yeah.
I'm asking them like, "Hey, what's new out here for you? What are
Yes.
you into?" And so far, it seems like we covered the new stuff.
there's not that much new this year. Now, the Elecraft K4 is the big ticket item of the
big ticket.
yeah, the one that
I guess the Yaesu too. But it's not like released Hamvention,
right. They
mystique.
released. Well, see, they had the FT101DX, FTDX 101D at Hamvention last year under glass.
Yeah, the drooling dome.
Yes,
the
correct.
drool dome.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, the drool dome. That's a good way to put it. So I did an interview with John on my channel, and I put it up, and that video's been up for a year. Well, it only released retail like 2 months ago.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, they've been dangling that string in front of everybody for a while.
Do you follow the Sherwood report? You
No.
know what that is?
I've heard of it.
Yeah. So the Sherwood report ranks receivers
Oh yes.
from the top
Yes,
down.
Correct.
And that radio is number 1 right now.
Is that right?
Yeah. So there's a lot
Wow.
of videos out there.
Uh-huh.
Mine and Eric.
Yeah.
And Eric and I have similar opinions of it. I think he's a bit harder on the screen, and that the 3D histogram, the takeoff
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's a looks thing.
Yeah,
That's kinda
right.
basic.
Yeah,
You don't
it's
get
like,
much
oh,
out
hey,
of it.
that's cool, but
the receiver on that
Yeah.
thing is dynamite.
Yeah.
And if you know what you're doing, which takes a while, like
Yeah.
going through that whole manual and learning how to do that thing
Yeah.
correctly.
Mhm.
Once you get that thing dialed in, though, I was amazed
Wow.
at what I saw when I was at HRO and Ron walked me through it.
Yeah.
I was like, man, it's a very nice receiver.
Okay. That falls in line with the original FT101 line, because back in the day, the FT101D and the E and the double E, which I've got a double E at the house. I've got a full double E station.
Oh, okay.
I've got the the FT101 double E with the VFOB and the speaker, and I had an FL 1200B amp with it, but I bought it as a kit. I bought it as a used kit, and the amp was going to cost more to fix than it was worth, so I sold the amp for parts.
That sounds about right.
And then I'm on the lookout for an FL 1200B amp to complete my kit. But I had a vintage repair guy go through the FT101 EE itself, and he's like, man, this thing, he goes, you got a great deal on this thing. It's awesome.
Oh, it's all clean
really,
inside.
yeah.
Nice.
And those were the receivers of choice back in the day.
Yeah,
and
I mean, it sounds like they're reliving that legacy.
Right,
At least
exactly.
I think
Yeah.
that was their goal. I mean, that
Yeah.
was they went with that, and it's in homage to the creator.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah. Well, they said that the MP, why they call the 200 watts the MP is after the call sign of the creator.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So which I don't remember his full call sign right now.
I
But
have to be right back.
okay. Huh? You going? Okay.
Yeah,
All right. That's fine. I'll mute you. How's that? So, Eric walked by a minute ago. I'd have him sit down in Frank's spot, but how you
Eric
guys
walked
doing?
by? He didn't sit
Yeah.
down?
Yeah, he looked at us and he's like, and he like moved out of the way. So I'm like, where'd you go, dude? So anyway, I don't know where he went.
I thought
but
he said he was going to be here.
He did. Yeah, he was supposed to sit down and talk with us as well. So he saw you there. Maybe he moved out because he saw you there. I don't know. I don't know. Never can tell with that dude. So
No, it's nothing like that. Eric and I are friends now.
Oh yeah.
I
yeah.
didn't really talk to him much before, but it was nice to meet everybody. Actually, that's been
Is that the
coolest
first
thing.
time you've met him
Oh,
also
yeah,
this weekend?
That's the
Okay.
first time I met like everyone.
Okay.
I just meet y'all online.
No,
really,
I know.
yeah.
So. Yeah, it's the first time you and I met was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or Tom. I've never met Tom before.
Which Tom?
W5KUB.
Oh yeah. Well, no, neither have I. No,
Yeah.
I met him face
Or
to face.
Katie or
yeah.
or
I've
anyone.
met Katie before. Katie and I did a show together on Gary's channel like 2 years ago at Hamcation.
But physically?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, at Hamcation.
At
Okay.
Hamcation, yeah. The three of us were at Gary's booth in Hamcation like 2 years ago. So I've met her. I've seen her around at the shows. But yeah, Tom. That's the first time I've met him
Yeah.
face to face. Was
Yeah.
yesterday. So actually, I think it was Thursday, but went during setup. But whatever. So cool. Well, hey. So the Sherwood report. Let me ask you about that because I haven't looked. I'm gonna go look that up. Does it list discontinued models as well?
I believe so.
Okay, so maybe you can filter it by currently in production
Oh
or
no,
not.
this is a ham radio website.
Okay,
If you know what that means.
so it's made in Microsoft front page.
Yeah. It's like GeoCities Clash website. It's a good list.
Come sit down with us, man.
It's a good list. He breaks down a lot of information.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you're not getting any kind of metrics out of that sucker.
Yeah.
It's
okay,
already ranked
okay,
as far as the top and then
Okay.
down.
Okay.
So-
Well, but I just wondered if there's a way to go through and filter by radios currently in production, radios from the dawn of time type thing.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know about
Okay.
that.
Okay. What's up, man?
What's going on, boys? I got a nerd hat.
Mike. We couldn't remember your first name, dude.
It's a tough one.
So yeah, well, not really.
I said Mike. Yes, I
yeah, I
called
think you
it.
said
I
Mike.
called it.
Yeah. I think we.
What was the conversation?
I showed the picture of the four of us from yesterday.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
You gotta email that to me.
Oh, okay. I will. Yeah. Are you at ARRL at Yahoo or
At iCloud.
at
Yeah.
your call sign at
K8MRD
iCloud?
K8MRD at iCloud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
So all the ladies can email me. K8MRD at iCloud.com.
There you go. Well, hey man, welcome. Frank had to get up, so I sold your seat, Frank. He gave me $100 to sit down,
Yeah.
so okay. No, I'm just kidding. So
Yeah,
anyway,
there's Jason too.
yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Where's our beers?
Huh? Y'all weren't here for the pouring gig,
Oh, that's
so
too bad.
yeah.
That's all right. We're about to go get one. We're gonna have plenty of them tonight.
So what is the?
Oh, yeah,
we were.
jeez.
Yeah. So are we. Oh yeah, we're going to
We're all-
no.
we're all
Well,
together.
Yeah.
Frank and I decided we're going to come there, and if it's just like standing room only, we're probably going to go elsewhere.
I
But-
understand.
I don't blame you, dude. I'm
I
kinda
don't know what's going to
concerned.
happen at
Yeah,
this point.
right, yeah.
Things
So-
feel like they're growing in epic proportions.
Exactly. Yeah. And since they won't reserve a table or room for you, I'm like, that's the
I'm
problem we had
hoping
last
there's
night.
enough people going early, and locals
Well.
have told me that if you're there usually around 6, you should have no problem.
Oh, okay.
It's like when it turns into 7 and 8, that's when it starts to fill out.
Okay, we
So
shouldn't have any problem with that then.
That's my
In
hope.
theory.
That's
Yeah.
my
In
hope.
theory.
For anybody who doesn't know what he's talking about, there's
If anybody wants to go reserve some tables for us.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a Ham Radio Crash Course and Friends meetup, and it's a lot of friends, a lot of YouTubers that are going.
Yes.
So it should be interesting.
Yeah. Wild
Warped Wing
Warped Wing.
Brewery in downtown Dayton.
Warped Wing Brewery in downtown Dayton. So,
Keep promoting it more.
I know, I should stop.
yeah. Mike, tell us about your channel, dude.
My name is Mike. I have a channel called K8MRD Radio Stuff. And I basically just was kind of inspired by a lot of other YouTubers like Tony, K9ARV, who is now not on YouTube anymore. He's on 4ARV now, by the way. So just the idea of portable operations really kind of piqued my interest. So I've just been kind of doing that for the last year and trying out different antennas. I do a lot of Parks on the Air stuff. I'm big with that program.
Nice.
So just actually went out with a couple of the administrators from Parks on the Air last night and had some fun. And that's kind of what I do. I got a couple new antennas I'm going to try out. So you'll see those on the channel. I've got a few interviews from here
Good.
that'll be posted on the channel. I have really, really horrible Wi-Fi at the hotel, so I wasn't able to do anything last
Yeah.
night.
That's what I was trying to
Yeah.
watch him last night when he was having trouble streaming and I was having trouble watching his stream. So it was like buffering times 2.
Yeah,
You know,
I
it was
got
terrible.
Zero internet
Our
at the hotel.
our hotel internet
and
was
even
terrible.
Tethering from my phone, I was only 1 bar, so it didn't happen. So I'll
Well,
do some stuff.
See, this is
tomorrow
supposed
when I get home.
this is supposed to be a live stream right now, but we're not live. I'm recording
really?
because my Verizon hotspot I have that I've used all over Texas.
Really?
After like 3 minutes, it died. It's like,
Dude,
oh
I'm
no,
on-
you don't
I'm
have
on
it. Yeah, the
5G
latency.
right now
Yeah,
on my phone.
I'm like,
Well, let's all use your phone. Let's tether on your phone.
right,
knock
totally,
yourself
totally, yeah.
I think I
So
have, like,
I don't
6
know,
GB
man.
right now.
It didn't work out. So I'm just like, you know what? We're just gonna record to disk a raw video, and I'm just gonna upload it. Screw it. You know, which is what a live stream would be anyway. So
For sure.
good deal. Well, cool, man. Thanks for sitting down.
Hey, thanks for having
And
me.
yeah, we'll hopefully we'll get to drink some beer together tonight.
We will. I mean,
Yeah.
even if we just crack
So maybe
open
we can get
some
some,
in the
right?
parking lot.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If they'll
You
let
know?
us take it out to the parking lot, then even
Well,
better.
they won't let us. I find it's better to, ask for forgiveness than permission sometimes. So
See, there are breweries in Texas with parking lot, with like a fenced off parking lot.
Yeah.
That it's kind of like a fenced off slab area.
It's like
not
a
re-
tailgate
Yeah,
area.
it's like a tailgate area.
Yeah.
And you can go out there and you can walk around with beer, but you have to stay in their area.
yeah, I don't know what
So
this place has.
I don't.
for-
I mean, all
think they have a
that's
little
state
patio,
regulated anyway.
I love all the loopholes. We were talking about that last night. All
Yeah.
the crazy loopholes you can get, like to drink.
Yeah.
to get access to beer.
Texas beer laws are jacked up. I
Ohio
mean, like
laws
big
are
time.
Not the easiest. I know they've got ABC stores and stuff in Michigan.
Oh,
we can
boy.
buy
Well,
all,
yeah.
beer, liquor.
They don't call
buy
them that
liquor
in
at the
Texas,
grocery
but-
store,
California, I can do whatever I want when it
doesn't
comes
matter.
to booze.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
One thing California does.
The one
The
thing.
one thing
The
in
one thing.
California.
We found it.
Yeah. We can't have a car with an old muffler on it, but we can drink ourselves to death.
Yes, and you need to because you live in California.
Right. Yeah, you need to forget about all the property taxes you're paying at the end of the year.
No, thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to take Jason on a little tour here. And
thanks, Mike.
We'll
Thanks for
see
sitting
what
down,
happens.
Ben.
Thank
Yep,
you.
yep.
We'll see you guys.
Appreciate it.
All right, high fives.
High five. High five.
I'll send you that. I'll send you that pic.
Cool, man.
So, I'll send you that pic too. I don't think you.
I don't have that one.
Yeah, Frank took that. It's on his.
You saw the one I have. I should send you that one.
Oh,
You,
used
like,
it.
got a
You
big
used it for
smile.
your thumbnail.
Yeah, I did.
Do you have a computer with you now? I'll give it to you after
I
we're
don't have a
done.
computer. You can email it to me though,
Sure.
Just email it to him.
and then I'll reply with the one I have.
Yeah.
It's hotspot@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Anybody can have that email.
Yeah. Well, I was doing a video the other day about setting up a, what was it? Oh, gosh, I don't even remember what it was right now. And it showed my phone number on my computer screen. I was doing a screenshot. And somebody, my phone number's been pasted on my website for like 4 years.
Oh.
I don't care. It's my
okay.
Google Voice number. And somebody said, dude, you need to take that down. I'm like, that's been up there for 4 years, man. Come on.
Oh, okay.
I don't care. I don't care if my phone number's out there. It's just a Google Voice number. If you call me and I don't answer, it's because I don't have your number in my phone. Good enough. I don't care, you know. But I text with everybody. I'll text with anybody. So I may ask, who is this again? But I'll text with you. It's not a problem. So, okay.
So, have you done the plugs? Where we're sitting at today? Whose booth? BridgeCom.
Oh no, I haven't talked about BridgeCom. So BridgeCom Systems is they are. You can actually kind of see that behind your head there, Frank. Part of their, but they're selling the heck out of the Anytone 878 Plus, which is an 878 with Bluetooth capability. It comes with a little PTT button that you can Velcro to your finger.
Oh, that's nice.
And,
that's what that thing is.
That's what that is.
Got.
So you've got your radio on your belt, and you enable it to the Bluetooth button, and then you can have a headset or something.
Does it work with any headset?
Yeah, they say yes.
I can use my Apple AirPods.
I asked if it would work with a Logitech
that's
Bluetooth
the most
headset.
hipster thing you can do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally. But I asked if it would work with a Logitech headset, and they said yes. They said it was standard Bluetooth, whatever that number is. So yeah,
that's cool.
They said it'll Bluetooth to your car too, and I'm like,
they won't let me bring the fun toys on the plane.
Fun toys in Texas means something totally different than
I know what he means.
Yeah. Anyway, so but yeah, it has the Bluetooth capability, and that's one of the first radios to ever come out of China with Bluetooth.
Okay.
I'm heavily looking into that handset.
You should totally do it.
I'm really wanting to pull the trigger. Maybe
You should
maybe
totally
today.
You should totally do it because they've
plus it does APRS on analog.
Right. Correct.
And
It'll do APRS on analog and on DMR.
Yes.
But they've got the same price they have on their website, but today at Hamvention they're giving you like $60 worth of accessories for free with it.
What?
So yeah.
That's a good deal.
So it's a really good thing here. So
and that is 5 rubber duckies. That's what they're giving you.
5 rubber ducks.
Yeah, I think it's a battery upgrade, and
that's what you want.
I think it's
you
a battery upgrade and like an extend. It is an extended antenna, I think, but I don't remember. I don't remember what all it is. But it is like they said it's like $60 worth of upgrades for no extra charge. So. I also talked to Steve Bible from the Tapper Digital Communications Conference, which I recorded last year. Looking very forward to doing that again this year. He is interested in having people who want to present. That conference is going to be held in Detroit, Michigan this year. It's like the third weekend in September, I think it is. Go to Tapper, I think it's tapper.org. But if you just Google TAPR, DCC, Digital Communications Conference, you can find information about that. He is... find Steve Bible, his N7 HRP, something like that, and at ARRL.net. He is looking for presenters who want to talk about anything with digital communications. Doesn't matter what it is.
No, we're recording.
It can be DMR. It can be D-Star. There's a lot of SDR stuff that goes on there. SDR concepts, SDR programming, a lot of Pi-Star, a lot of Raspberry Pi, whatever. So if you're interested in anything with digital communications, Even RTTY. There was some FT8 talks last year. Very cool FT8 talk. Some guy from Japan with the JA call sign came in and gave us an FT8, a comparison talk about FT8 in the USA and Japan. So that was very good. But go to Tapper and check that out as well. So we'll be recording that later this year. All right, you guys are back on.
I was going to say the Tapper booth, they were giving away Spectrum books that looked pretty interesting.
You need to learn English, dude. It's Spread Spectrum. You should see him type. It's scary.
Yeah. It's not like you worked with me or anything.
Yeah, we worked together. His name is Frank. We call him Farnk, F-A-R-N-K. Because
doesn't need to leave this table.
Because
sure.
Yeah, it's not going to be on YouTube or anything.
Yeah.
Because at one point in time in the past, he typed his own name that way. So we just started calling him that because he types way too fast, and he's not as accurate as he thinks he is.
Yes. I sometimes fall
I
in that
do the
hole.
same.
Yeah.
Everybody does it. I just think he does it on a higher frequency than most people.
It is.
So
So you said Spread Spectrum. That is a very interesting area.
It is.
of radio.
It is, totally.
I'm looking into it for my hobby project, which I'm not ready to talk about on
Yeah.
the air yet. But I mostly want it for the wider bandwidth,
yes.
Yeah.
and it will give you also increased distance
Uh,
a little bit.
I don't know how that works. You'd have to tell me after the show. But I mean, Spread Spectrum. It's used now.
Yes.
Yes.
In military.
In military.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is.
And also some commercial.
Yeah, that too. Very. I can't go into any details, but it's very interesting stuff. So the fact that we can do it in ham radio and not have a problem with the obscuring of signals, that whole thing. I'm assuming we're all going to have to be on a standard. So
Yeah.
it's going to have to be standardized and
Yeah.
something we use. But then anything that's standardized, somebody's just going to break it and like,
That's
oh, this
true.
is my. I'm gonna jump around.
That's
this
true.
much.
Yeah, I'm
Very
looking
true.
at maybe rolling my own digital codec.
Yeah, there you go. So
Yeah,
we're already
there you go.
breaking it.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
even illegal.
Not
Awesome.
being a program
We
or
are,
anything.
we are legally allowed to do it, though.
Yes.
I believe, at this
I
point.
believe
Yeah,
so. I
yeah.
believe so.
Yeah.
So.
So prominence more. There will be more on that
Yeah.
in the future, I think. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's very interesting.
Absolutely. Yeah. Very interesting. All right. So we talked about the FT3. We
Yep.
talked about the FTDX101.
K4.
And the K4. And did we talk about the IC-9700? We didn't talk
The
about that yet.
9700.
Yeah.
I feel like that's been out.
It has. That
I'm
actually,
just kidding.
yeah.
Yeah.
It actually came out like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah, I
So
feel like
it's
that
the
is-
newest thing at the Icom booth
Yeah.
today.
So
It's-
I mean, they're touting it as kind of the VHF UHF version of the 7300.
correct.
The 7300 to me is a very general, broad appeal HF radio.
Yes, I agree.
The 9700 I feel is more of a niche radio.
How so?
Oh, it would be. Yeah.
I mean, any
yeah.
mobile VHF, UHF radio is going to be fine for most people
Yeah.
that just want to rag chew on FM or use repeaters.
Mm-hmm.
The 9700 can do all of that, but you also pay more for the capability to get to 1.2 gigs, work satellites, all that stuff, right? Because it's got the extra antennas, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, it's all mode. So you can actually,
Right.
yeah. So you can more
I guess that's a
more
good
than
point.
FM repeaters.
Yep.
So you can get on 2 meter sideband.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true. And we
So-
do have less of those nowadays.
Yeah, that's true. There's a good net that happens in Texas every Wednesday night. I think it's at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Called the Sidewinders on 2 net, and it's run by Bob W5FKN out of Decatur. Just Google it, Sidewinders on 2, and I think it's on 144.6. I don't remember, but it's down there in the lower part of the band. But he's in Decatur, which is about an hour north of Fort Worth.
Okay.
Okay, and he'll point he's got a awesome setup. He's got some acreage up there. He's got an awesome setup of beams. So he'll point his beams down. He'll work stations in Galveston, Houston, on the coast. He'll point his beams north, and he'll work stations in Oklahoma and Kansas.
Okay.
And there's people from multiple states that come in there. So yeah, I mean it's 2 meter sideband is very fun to do. So what I learned yesterday about the 9700 that I didn't know before yesterday,
Oh, okay.
it has it has D-Star capability.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was D-Star capable. I thought it was just analog, like the 73. Well, you can't do D-Star on the 7300, even though
Oh, yeah,
you can
there's
do
no VHF
you can
either.
do fusion
I
on the
guess you
991.
could. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can do fusion. You can do fusion over 10 meter HF.
You can do with the 7100 too, I guess.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, it has D-Star.
D-Star. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you could. Okay. But the 7300 doesn't do D-Star.
No, it's just a general
Just
HF
a general HF.
transceiver.
So the 9700 does D-Star, which I didn't know that. So that jacks the price up right
Sure.
there. And it also has, and you're aware of the Icom remote software.
So I wasn't until you mentioned this yesterday.
Okay. So here's how I have not used this yet.
Right.
This is something I want to do in a video. Don't steal my idea. Okay. So so
Who are you
the
talking to?
7300, you can connect via USB to a computer
Yes.
and run the Icom remote software on a computer,
Yes.
and then go somewhere and use another computer to remote into your home computer that's attached to your 7300 and use it remotely. So you have to have the
This is all true.
Yes,
Well, so
okay.
I understand this is possible,
yeah.
and there are products on the market that do this in addition to the
That is-
Icom solution.
That is correct.
Um,
I know what you're talking about.
so
No,
I
that's-
apologize. I will be making a video similar to the stuff.
well, no. I'll be making a video on the same thing you're talking about right now.
okay.
So no, that's okay.
All right.
Some guys are diehard Icom guys.
Speaking
Okay.
in code,
So-
so none of them steals the other idea.
Well, no, it's all good. And because if
Yeah, I was
did,
drinking beer on my live stream first.
right. I don't know if that's true or not because we've been drinking beer for a while. But I mean, I don't know.
On my
Anyway,
live stream.
On my live stream. So the 7610 and the 9700 both
Okay.
have the computer
Yes.
built into the radio. So
Right.
you no longer have to take a USB and connect it to a separate computer to use the remote software from a remote location to remote back into the radio.
So you just have to have it wired to the network. or
right,
whatever.
they have an Ethernet port in the back.
Yeah.
So the 9700 and the 7610 have an Ethernet port. You plug it into your home router,
Mm-hmm.
and then but you don't have to attach it to a computer at all. So you take your Icom software on your laptop and you travel to Dayton,
Mm-hmm.
and then you connect via the Icom software back through the internet, back directly to your 9700. And
Yeah,
it doesn't.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you pay for that too.
You
right?
pay for that too.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's interesting. It's
So-
kind of like the 7300 is supposed to be the kind of entry HF radio.
Yes.
And then the 9700, I'm wrong. Yeah, more of a general.
Yes.
Kind of all mode, all
Yes.
things VHF, UHF. But then they threw some extra.
But then
stuff
they threw
in
some
it,
extra
and
stuff
that
in,
bumps
yeah.
the price up. Right.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
where are they going with it?
Right.
Where are they going?
So it's like they took the computer interface
Mm-hmm.
from the 7610, which is the $3,000 radio, and put it in the 9700, and then they took D-Star and they put it in the 9700. So now I can see why it's that price.
Yeah, and you 1.2 gig too
still,
as well.
Well, yeah. Honestly, I don't care about 1.2 gig. I'm not a big satellite
But
guy.
I mean, that's the niche thing.
That is,
right?
it is,
Yeah.
it is. Because a lot of people, when Eric reviewed it, a lot of people were like, "Why didn't you put 220 instead of 1.2 gig?" Because I would have been all over 220.
Yeah, and I think they said it was because it's for the world.
It's right. It's right. Exactly. Yeah. 220 is a USA only band. Plus that 1.2 is used a lot in satellite, and that's what they.
Correct.
That's what they were kind of
That's what
going
it's designed
yeah.
for. That's why it's all mode and 1.2.
Correct. Yeah. So I can understand that. I'm just like I'm still going to wait for the price to come down before I get one, but I can understand now why it's at the price point it is. By the way, it's 10% off this weekend at Dayton. It's $18.99 instead of $20.99. So if you
Yeah.
were just waiting for that little itty bitty 10% reduction, come to Dayton.
Yeah, I'm just
So-
not into the single sideband VHF UHF.
Well,
at
see,
this point.
that's basically. I'm not into D-Star. I'm not into satellite. I'd like to be, but I'm not.
I like to get into
I
it.
do like the
I
remote.
do like satellites, but you're going to need a nice antenna.
A nice
to work
antenna.
with
Yes.
it, right, to control and track.
Oh
right?
yeah,
and
yeah.
then something to move that antenna at a good rotational
Right.
speeds to
That's what I
keep
mean.
up
Is you
with
need the
tra-
XY rotors to
Yeah.
be able to handle that. And I mean, I'm just out there with an arrow antenna,
Yes.
and that's all FM for those birds.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
all
Can
like-
we do
FM,
that
yeah,
gesture again?
yeah.
Not that fast.
So, but anyway, but that adds to the price, right? So they've got a computer in it, and they've got D-Star in it, so it adds to. It's not the same thing as a 7300 on different bands. It
Right.
actually has some added features to it that the 7300 doesn't have. So I thought that was cool.
I think they justify the price. I think
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
It may be a little high. Just like you said, the 7300 started out at like 1400.
Right.
And, you got to get that new money hype out of it.
Right.
And then it starts to come down. I mean, these are just market forces. This isn't unique to ham radio.
This happens. Yes, this happens everywhere. I have shut down some people on Facebook a few times that talk about Chinese radios and are like, oh yeah, that radio was $120 when it came out. Now you get it for $80 because it sucks. And I'm like, okay, so is that your theory on the IC-7300 or the V71A? Or the FT991. That thing was $16.99 when it came out. The 991A. I think
Really?
you can get it for like $1,100 now,
Yeah.
$1,200, something like that.
Yeah.
It was like $16.99 when it first dropped.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, this happens everywhere in amateur radio. You release new radio for a high price. Everyone, all the guys who stand in line for 48 hours in front of the Apple store to buy the new iPhone,
Yeah.
all those guys buy it first.
Right.
And then you wait 6 months for the price to come down more reasonable, and the rest of us buy it.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
And then all the glitches and weird things
Right,
are known.
yeah.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
not sitting the sideline waiting for them to release a firmware update.
True. So that was my
Indeed.
stab at iPhone users.
No. It makes sense. Like, price is going to go down
Yes,
as the product
yeah,
is
as
on
the
the
pro-
market.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And that goes back to the used thing too, right? People are going to start selling them. That depreciates the base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say that the 7300 has killed the used sales of like the Pro
I love
2
that
and the
video.
Pro 3.
That guy who came up with that YouTube video, I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
that's smart.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
totally,
smart.
totally.
He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, he does.
Now, I don't know that you can see that evidence in the
Right.
flea market right now.
Right.
I haven't seen a appreciable
No.
price drop
No.
on some of the HF radios that are out there.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the concept.
Yes. Yeah. Totally. Okay. Well, I don't know where Eric went. I was gonna have him sit down with us, but
Yeah, I got to get to going. There's
Cool,
a lot
man.
to do here.
yeah, there is. Okay. Thanks for sitting down with us. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was a
It
lot
was
of fun.
it was fun, and everybody go check out Josh's channel. It's Ham Radio Crash Course on YouTube. He's got a lot more subscribers than I do, so if you watch his videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel so I can catch up with him. But
We're all in this ham radio family
yeah.
together.
dude, and it's not a competition, man. We don't view it that way because even if we review both review the same radio, he's gonna have a different perspective than I do.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's
we
not.
all look
it's,
at it. So we do compete in a sense like views. We all look at each other's views.
Yeah,
And
we
we're
do.
like,
we
yeah,
do.
What did
yeah.
he do that's
yeah.
different than me?
Yeah.
Like, maybe I could do blah, blah, blah,
That's
blah.
true.
Everybody internally thinks about that.
It's like-
just
it's like-
unavoidable.
It's like yeah, that's true. But it's like comparing two cop shows on TV. And say, oh well, they're both about the NYPD. Yeah, but they're not the same show with the same characters.
Oh, I'm thinking
I
cop
mean-
shows like you're saying cops.
No.
And then
I'm
like
talking
Dog
about
the Bounty
like-
Hunter
like-
or
no,
Steven
no.
Seagal, Hard Target or whatever it was, and he was a cop. I'm like, what are we talking about? Cop drama.
True Justice.
Yeah, oh, you know.
I'm not telling you how I know that.
Because
so
is he in Texas? Is that where he has?
I think there's South
Is it Texas or Arizona?
I think it was South Texas
Okay.
at one point. I don't know if he's still there or not. But no, I'm talking about like
True Justice.
NYPD Blue, Law and Order.
Right.
What else is out there?
Boston, or not Boston Legal.
CSI? Is that it?
CSI is not in
Oh.
New York, I don't think. Yeah, it's a cop show, but I don't know if they're in
What's
New
the
York.
one in New York? I'm blanking on the name right now.
Law and Order.
NYPD Blue.
Yes. I
Yeah,
think
that's
that one,
not
yes.
that's not on anymore. But yeah, but anyway, so they're not the same thing. So watch everything on YouTube. Go to YouTube, search Ham Radio, and subscribe to everything.
Get
How's
rid
that?
of- Stop paying for cable.
Right.
Don't pay for Netflix.
I'm a cord cutter.
Don't pay for Hulu.
Yeah.
Just watch ham. Just watch ham radio videos.
Just
on
watch
YouTube.
Ham Radio videos on YouTube.
I
That's all
don't
you
know
need
if
to
I
do.
could cancel Netflix.
Go ahead, man. Yeah, I just had it there for a placeholder. You're good. No, you're good. Cool, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate you sitting down. So,
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
yep. We're gonna go for another little bit, and if no one else sits down, we're gonna cut it, and then I'm gonna upload this sucker.
Are you paused or?
Nope,
You're
I'm still
going?
live.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now you get to awkwardly watch me stand
Well,
up.
I've
and
taken
walk
the,
away.
I've taken the camera off of
Okay.
you now, so
Thank you.
I'm still recording, but
I
I've
will
yeah.
silently walk away.
All right,
Thank
man.
you, everybody.
We'll definitely, if we don't see you before tonight, we'll see you tonight.
Yep.
We're gonna come up there, and if it's just like packed to the gills, we can't sit down.
I
then
don't know what to expect.
yeah, we're gonna try it and see.
I'm just down for whatever at
Yeah.
this point. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to stream. I don't know. Somebody's
would-
gonna try and stream.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'll probably take some pictures. I don't know if I'll try and stream, but
I mean, that giveaway's still gonna go on. The
Yeah.
giveaway's disconnected from all that. It's on Discord.
okay.
Oh yeah, I should say that. If anybody wants to get on the Discord, so we're giving away a Micro Bit X. It's already built. I'll ship it to you. And all you got to do is go to the Discord for the Ham Radio Crash Course. If you go to any one of my videos, there will be a Discord link in the description. It is an IRC chat with voice capability. If you're listening to Ham Radio 2.0, you might already be on your
Yeah,
Discord.
yeah, a lot of people
Similar
on
thing,
my
but on the Ham
Discord.
Radio Crash Course.
Yes.
And if you go under giveaways, we've got a giveaway for it. You just click that little party horn, and that's it. You're in. And at 7 p.m. tonight, we'll give it away to a random person.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks.
That name is Frank.
Maybe. Maybe.
No.
Are you in?
No.
Well, he's going to be
I'll
here in a
be
minute, though.
my-
He's
yeah,
in my
tonight.
Discord channel, so I'm sure he's going to go join
right.
yours now. So cool, man. Thanks, Josh. I appreciate it, man. Awesome. All right. You're muted now, too, so.
So, other things to plug? Your
What?
Discord and Patreon.
Yeah, so Discord, go to, for the Discord channel that's on my Discord channel, go to hamradio2.com/Discord. I got a custom URL for it. Again, the live stream, this was supposed to be a live stream, but it didn't work.
So
I guess
close.
it could
really
be
close.
It could be the metal building, but we used a metal building.
The metal building, 30,000 people on, say,
They're not on
no. Verizon.
Well, a lot of them are probably on
They
Verizon.
got their cell phones. They're checking email.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, so this is being recorded. Will be uploaded later. Thanks, man. If you see Eric, point him over here. Yeah. Tackle him. Yeah. What's up? We're recording. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
I did. It's not working? Huh? You're saying yours is not working. What are you watching to make sure it's not working? Okay. All right. I'll have to look at it. I don't know. I haven't used it today, but I used it for my open spot yesterday, and it was fine. But I haven't used it today. I haven't jacked with it today. So it's possible I missed a setting, but I checked the DMR gateway in your Pi-Star, and it all looked correct. So I don't know. I'll check it. No problem. Yeah, I'll come see you. All right, cool. Right there? Okay. All right. You bet, man. All right. Hey, man. What's up? How are you? Good. So, anyway, that is, how long have we been going?
You want to get someone from BridgeCom to sit down and say hello?
Yes. You know what? Where's Ron? Daniel, sit down here, man. So this is Daniel from BridgeCom Systems, and go ahead and tell we're not live, we're recording, but I'm going to post this video as soon as we're done.
Sure.
Okay. So move up to the mic a little bit closer. And you guys have a giveaway you're doing. You're taking sign-ups here, but you're also doing it online, and it's not given away till July. Is that right?
Right. July 1st, we'll be giving it away.
Okay, so tell everyone about that.
What are you giving away?
Yeah. So here at BridgeCom Systems, we're going to be giving away a repeater system worth $5,105. It's going to have everything you need. Complete 2-meter system. You get a repeater, duplexer, cables. You get a 100 watt output amp.
Whoa.
It's the whole shebang. You also are going to get our MMDBM module capable of doing all 5 digital modes, DMR for amateur use, D-Star, Fusion, and some other ones. You're also going to get an E-Tone 868, which is a real popular radio. And we just threw that in because we had to get it over the $5,000 mark.
Okay.
You can enter that by going to our link, bridgecomsystems.com/2M. As in 2-meter.
As in 2-meter.
Yep, the letter M.
Okay.
So,
and you're going to be giving away what date in July?
Yeah, so the giveaway will end June 30th or 31st, and we'll be drawing it July 1st.
Okay. Awesome. Cool, man. So everybody go to BridgeCom Systems and sign up. Maybe you get a 2-meter repeater.
Heck yeah.
So awesome. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Right.
Thanks for letting me share your booth today.
Yeah, 7-3.
7-3. Good deal. All right. We talked about everything that was new at the show. There was a lot of guys. There's a lot of people here this year, because the I think because the weather's so great.
The weather is good today.
So a lot of the people who are local, maybe I see a lot of 8 call signs, KD8, KA8, W8 call signs, which we're in 8 land right now. I suspect that people who are within driving distance, maybe a couple, 3-4 hours, or closer than that, have driven in where maybe they wouldn't normally because of the weather, because a lot of times it rains off and on during Hamvention every year. It hasn't rained yet. It rained a little bit Thursday night. We came and set up on Thursday. After I didn't go to bed Thursday night till like 11. And it was after that it rained. We got up the next morning, and the rain had stopped, but the parking lot was wet, and the grass was a little bit wet. But the sun was coming out, and it was sunny all day on Friday. and it did
Was
not
it
rain.
Humid? A little humid.
A little humid. Well,
plane.
yeah, because of the rain. Yeah.
Yeah, I walked off the plane. I did a double take. And I'm like, did I land in Houston? Where am I?
So it didn't rain last night, and it hadn't rained today, and it's supposed to be like 85 degrees today. Everybody's in here
Yeah,
kind of
we're used
sweating.
to 85.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Texans, we don't care about it, that it's 85. But anyway, so it has been a great weather for Dayton Hamvention this year. It is supposed to storm tomorrow, so we'll see what happens.
After my plane takes off.
Yeah.
I just want to know. Tell the weatherman to hold off until 2:30.
Right, exactly. So anyway, so the turnout yesterday was fantastic. The turnout today has been really good. And if you've never made Dayton Hamvention, you kind of missed it this year because the weather cooperated with us for 75% of the time so far. We'll see what Sunday brings. But the rest of the day today should be good. So anyway, let me see what... let's see. Okay. Oh, yeah, that there. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. You were talking about it in the Discord chat?
Yes, I was. I was hyping us up, and the stream didn't quite cooperate.
Right, yeah. Okay, so I guess we'll go ahead and shut it down. We've been going for an hour and 15 minutes. So go to subscribe.hamradio2.com. Be sure to subscribe to, if you're watching this video, you're probably subscribed already, but not necessarily. And check out, I'll be putting up this video like immediately, and then I'll be doing some more videos coming up that I recorded yesterday, and I probably got one, maybe two more interviews to do today, and I'll be doing that as well. Be putting those up in the next 1 to 2 days, something like that. So 73 guys, thanks everyone for watching. Sorry the live stream didn't work out, but apparently that's a common thing because Josh was saying, he was like, yeah, I'm always saying that. We've got to figure out something to do about live streaming. He tried to do one from his hotel room last night and it failed because of his hotel connection, he said. So anyway, it is what it is. But still really fun to do these videos and put them on YouTube. So 73, everyone, thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time.
Adios.
I got to find my mouse. There it is.